This stitch is as easy as it is eye-catching. The Larksfoot stitch is an excellent choice for a variety of projects and a great way to incorporate a little bit of color into your crafty life. In this tutorial, I'll demonstrate how it's crocheted and explain the multiple so you can plan your next project with the Larksfoot stitch. That's coming up. My name is Brittany and I'm your guide to better crochet and knitting because I believe yarn does more than make pretty things. I craft because it occupies my hands and it calms my mind. I love the process and something pretty is the result. I want that for you too. Here we love yarn, we love to learn, and we truly believe yarn can do more for us than make pretty things. The Larksfoot stitch is worked over a multiple of 4 plus 1. That means you'll create a foundation chain whose total number is divisible by 4, and then add 1 chain to that total number. For this little swatch, I'm making 29 chains because 4 divides evenly into 28, and then I add 1 at the end. To start the first row, make a double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. That chain 3 will count as your first stitch of the row, and then make a double crochet in the next 2 stitches. Now here's the repeat for this row. Chain 1, skip 1, and double crochet in each of the next 3 chains. At the end of the row, turn your work and chain 3 to start the second row. Make a double crochet in the next 2 stitches, and now here's your repeat for this row. Chain 1, skip 1, and double crochet in the next 3 stitches. As you're working the last double crochet of this row, let's go ahead and change colors. The way I like to do that is work the last double crochet just part of the way, so I leave it when I have just 1 more yarn over and pull through 2. So create a slip knot with the different color, place that on your hook, and pull it through those 2 loops to finish the last double crochet of this row. Now chain 4 and turn. By the way, that chain 4 will count as a double crochet and a chain. Alright, skip 1 stitch and double crochet in the next. Now for the long stitch that makes up the cool look of this stitch. Double crochet in the chain 1 space 1 row below. You'll have to be careful of your tension and make sure it's nice and loose, but also make sure that this double crochet matches the height of your other ones. Then double crochet in the next stitch. So here's your repeat for this row. Chain 1, skip 1, and double crochet in the next stitch. Then make a long double crochet in the chain space below. And double crochet in the next stitch. All right, now at the end of this row, chain 4 and turn. And now here's your repeat. Skip 1 stitch and work 1 double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. Add a new color in the last stitch of this row, chain 3, and turn to start row 5. Now work a long double crochet in the chain space directly below, and double crochet in the next stitch. Then chain 1 and skip a stitch. So that gets us to the repeat for this row, which is to double crochet in the next stitch, long double crochet in the chain space below, and double crochet in the next stitch. Chain 1 and skip a stitch. Let's go ahead and finish off this third color. So chain 3 and turn your work. Make a double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. Chain 1 and skip a stitch. And the repeat for row 6 is to work 1 double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. Chain 1 and skip a stitch. Now I want you to think of the Larksfoot stitch repeat as a stitch with 2 basic types of rows, a foundation row and a long stitch row. To offset those stitches, it does require 4 rows in the repeat. So continue building on your Larksfoot projects by working rows 2 and 3 for your first color, 4 and 5 for the next color, and then start over from there, 2 and 3 for the next color, followed by 3 and 4 for another color. Don't worry, I have all of this spelled out over on my website. You can access the pattern from the link in the video description below. Now, I would love to know how you plan to use this stitch, so tell me that in the comments. And that'll wrap up this week's episode of Be Hooked, the place where we love yarn, we love to learn, and we believe yarn can do more for us than just make pretty things. Subscribe for continued progress in your craft, and I'll see you in the next one.